Sawadee krap. Hello and welcome to a Singaporean in Chiang Mai. We continue on the journey of me sharing my experience in building a house from scratch. We are now going to complete our 4th month and moving into an area that cannot be seen but is essential in modern living. The electrical wires to the switches that power the lights, fans and cookware. In the last session, after forcing the impasse, we got the roof tiles laid. But upon completion, we noticed to our horror the uneven joints and the excessive cements around the top tiles. This close-up photo is clearer how uneven the joints are. And it is not just one part, but all other parts of the roof where two different slopes meet. My contractor tried to pull a fast one by saying that the gap needs to be large for water to flow into, which then forces me to take pictures of other people's rooftops. He also tried to convince me that after painting, the cement at the top will not be noticeable. I counter-argued that even after painting, the uneven bulge from excessive cement will be noticeable. This is not a good sign when the contractor is not taking pride in the quality of the work. We'll talk more about this in the next few videos. Instead, let's move on to the electrical wall switch and sockets. I spent time drawing this picture to give to my contractor. In addition, I also drew where the fan and lights will be and which switch will power them up. But these drawings are useless. My contractor does not know how to read it. It is frustrating when your contractor cannot handle plans and drawings. The only thing left is to walk around the house to let him know where we want the switch points and power sockets to be. He then uses a can of black spray to mark those spots. Switches are just a blob of black ink, and power points have a Thai character that look like a fish hook to denote power point. Then his worker went around with a box of the power point to mark out the rectangle. Good thing, all the switches are at shoulder level and are single gang, while the power sockets are at the bottom, shin level and are twin gang. Do note that Thai switches is not the same as Singapore's. They are smaller and rectangular. They also have switch and power points on the same plate. My rental home was like this. Each room has one switch for the light and one power socket. This is for the budget conscious. But they also have twin gang power sockets. But the two sockets are so close together that if you plug into one, there isn't enough space to use the other one. Hence, I bought the UK size wall switches. I can squeeze up to 4 switches on the same square plate. And of course, the international plug that allows me to plug in most equipments, regardless if it's Thai, US, Europe, UK, or even Australia and China. And in certain parts of my house, USB sockets are included for convenient charging. This is how it looked like after fitting into the wall. They cut long vertical strips all the way up to the ceiling and the rectangular holes for the switches and power sockets. Even with simple instructions, they make errors. Can you see where the error is? All the switches at shoulder height are single gang, but they cut it as double gang and had to use cement to patch the excess cutout hole. What I like about their wiring system is that they use a pipe for the wires to come down, and they are all vertical, hence one won't make the mistake of drilling into the pipe. And this pipe runs all the way up to the ceiling. My contractor knew that I was unhappy of his sloppy work and excessive delay, so he sent me this picture to say that he is buying wires. And he sent me another picture of the bags of cement that he unloaded in my partially built house. These cement are for plastering the walls. Plastering work started at the end of the 15th week. It continued into the 16th week. The house is beginning to take shape. This guy uses a long ruler-like tool to smoothen the surface of the wall. I guess one needs muscle to polish the wall with it. You can see the excess cement being rubbed out and fall to the ground. While they were plastering the wall, they also connect up the electrical pipes above the ceiling. This keeps the wires neatly running through these yellow pipes. It also ensures that even if the roof leaks, the water will not cause short circuit onto the electrical wires that are hidden within those pipes. And somewhere along week 16, they started fixing the horizontal frames for the ceiling. These are made from aluminium and are not strong. Though they are screwed to the side of the wall, it is not enough. Hence, wires are used to hold it up to the solid red-brown steel bars. It is not very clear here, but they can adjust the tension of these vertical wires to make the horizontal bars even. They use this green gadget that shoots out a laser line up to the ceiling. This is like a ruler line to help them align the ceiling evenly. And so work was brisk and many things happened in these 2 weeks. In the first 14 weeks, we reached the roof tiling stage. And in these 2 weeks, it was electrical pipes plastering the wall and preparation for the ceiling. We have just finished 4 months. My contractor promised me he will complete in 4 months, but he had conveniently ignored his promise. And we are held captive. As long as he continued working my house, we have to hold back our displeasure. This is not the best situation, but people around says that all housing projects suffers the same fate. So we can only change our moving in plan and pray for the best. For we are returning back to Singapore for a month and will have to manage the project remotely. Let's see what happens when we are not actively breathing down his neck in the following weeks. Till then, this is Kyle. See you in the next session. Jagan Sechana. I am glad you watched till the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. It will help me tailor my future videos better. Do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. It is called Singaporean in CM. Have a nice day.